Hey there, and welcome to the video about what you might want before you start driving. This is not requirements before you sign up or anything like that. These are things you might want in your car before you let your first customer in. First thing is Lyft and Uber will send you stickers. These are for inside your windows. Some places by law you have to have these. You are allowed to drive temporarily without them, and they will send them to you. I've received my Lyft ones. I have not received my Uber ones yet, and it's been over a week. And just so you know, you do have to wait for your background check to come back. So you'll be waiting. You'll have a chance to go on Amazon or wherever and pick things up, which is where I picked a few things up. Now, I chose to drive for both Uber and Lyft, and because of that, I got this. I put this in the front window passenger side. This allows me to have both up there, which is perfectly legal and acceptable by both things, and it has my name. Lets people recognize when you pull up. All these things that I'm about to show you, I picked up on Amazon. Get them wherever you like. I do recommend a few extra signs which you can hang over your seat, and the signs that I ordered come with a chain to put around the seat, around the headrest. One of these, yep, there we go. So it's asks them to rate you, because the better the rating, the better for you. Tells them to make sure they check for their belongings, which is a good thing to verbally remind them of. Also mentions tips. You do not have to ask for tips, and I don't recommend you ever ask for a tip, but it gently reminds them that they can tip if they want. I have a place on this one that I just showed you that gives them my Wi-Fi password in case they want that, because I use my phone as a hotspot. And I also have my website on there because I'm a writer and I want to offer them a free book. This allows me to promote my other things that I do, because a lot of the folks that do this part-time with other things. The thing to keep in mind is you are a business owner with this. You are subcontracted out to Uber and or Lyft, but you are a business owner. You want to treat it as such, and you want to give your customers the best experience you can. These little signs help. Things like this here just reminds them no food, drink, or smoking, or vaping. Now, some of you might say vaping doesn't really matter. I say it does because, though it doesn't bother me at all, it might bother the next person. Strong scents can create a reaction in some people, and you want to be sensitive about that. Other things I recommend is a tip box. Very easy way just to gently remind them that they can tip if they want. It's not required. You can also find these with lights inside of them, different colors, different things up here, however you want to do it. I have one friend who drives, found a light up pencil box at Walmart. Nice and easy, looks good. The other thing, you want to make sure you have a USB charger with multiple plugs, because yes, you want to plug your phone in, you're using it for GPS or the app or whatever. You do not need to run out of battery. I also recommend you carry one of those portable battery packs in case you do and for some reason you can't get to this. It doesn't hurt. I do recommend a flashlight, and the flashlight is just as simple as finding somebody's things in the back at night when you're driving, or in case you have a flat tire, it's always good to have one. Now, a lot of people say have treats for them. Bottled water, maybe some mints or candy. I don't recommend full-size candy bars, but I do like these. Nothing like a little fresh breath. And you get a lot for a little, and it goes a long way. It's those touches of class that will make the difference. Get yourself a good phone holder. Okay, you do not want to put your phone in your lap and keep looking down or holding it up while you're navigating. Do not want this. Spend the money on one of these. Whatever kind you want. I'm trying to think. Goodness, I forgot what they're called. Anyhow. Yeah, cradle, whatever. Find the one you like best. I got one that slides right into my CD slot and still lets me play CDs. It's the other thing. Get yourself an auxiliary cable in case you want to let them plug their phone in and play music. Or have Pandora or some similar iHeartRadio, Spotify, one of those services so you can change the music to whatever they want to listen to. Especially handy if you're going out at night dealing with drunks or the party crowd or whatever. It's good to let them pick it. Now, I have a 6-disc changer, and I have made a huge playlist, recorded them to 6 discs in data form, and that allows me to have 700 different songs, which I'll have on random. But I made sure I picked songs that have been popular over the past, since before I was born. So you might get some Chubby Checker, or you might get Adele. I think that's all I have to show you. Other things a lot of folks recommend is keep washcloths or towels in your car. You get a wet person come in on a rainy night, you want to make sure you can dry those seats afterwards, or hand them a towel to clean up with. If somebody has an accident in the car, whether that's spilling their drink, pardon my cat there, let me just move him along, whether it's spilling their drink or getting sick in your car, you want to make sure you can clean that up quickly. Which, by the way, a quick hint is if they do get sick in your car, take pictures, send them into Uber or Lyft, send them in. You have 48 hours, I believe. Send it in 24 hours later. That gives your customer a chance to get home and rate you before you stick them with a large cleaning bill, which you don't have to do. The company sends that to them. Other things, a few plastic bags like what you pick up at your grocery store, your local superstore, is handy to have just in case somebody has trash. Well, they're just handy for so many things. Windex, though I prefer Rain-X over Windex to clean my windows, the exterior at least, because it allows the rain to beat up and wash off. But yeah, you don't want to smudge on the window, just making things look bad. I mentioned paper towels. If you got a hand vac to keep in there, it's always good to clean up the little messes that happen. Another thing people recommend, vomit bags. Yeah, those. Because if somebody does get sick, if you can hand them one of those, hopefully make your cleanup not have to happen. Other than that, Clorox wipes might be handy in case somebody has a little something on their hands and you don't want it all over your seats. You know, kid with a candy bar, whatever. And also some Febreze. I do not recommend having a scented air freshener in your car. Again, some people are sensitive to smells. But a little Febreze when you get somebody who's a little extra aromatic couldn't be a bad thing just to freshen it up. Don't go heavy on your own cologne or perfume because, again, that can set some people off. And we are trying to make money by giving them a pleasurable trip. Other than that, I think that's it. Auxiliary cable I mentioned. Charger cords that you can run to the back seat or the passenger seat, wherever they choose to sit, so they can charge. Get the one with the 3 chargers. The Android, the iPhone, and that other one that we never remember. But somebody uses it somewhere. Have that available for them to charge their phone. Not a requirement, just a suggestion. The last thing I can mention is get a webcam. Most people want that webcam to face outward, by the way. You are protecting yourself against random accidents. You might never need it, but when you do, it's worth the money you spent on it. There are webcams that you could pick up that will face in and out. In case you have an unruly customer, you've got it on video. Anyhow, that's it for this video. I will talk to you all soon.